Hey, Trucker Todd here, and time for a very quick video. It's a little after 11 p.m. here on Sunday night, and as you saw by the title of this video, earlier, a couple hours ago, I quit Roadrunner Freight. It was a tough decision. It was not something I took lightly or that was easy to do, but in this video, I'm going to try to explain why. I know some of you guys are going to be mad at me. I figure I'll lose some subscribers over this and possibly some friends, but I feel real comfortable about my decision in doing this, and I'll share the details with you. So stay with me. Here we go. Alrighty, we're back. I want to be fair to Roadrunner in this video, and so this is not going to be a trash Roadrunner video, but there's going to be a lot of changes in my life, and for that reason, I'd like you guys to make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure you click that bell notification so that when I put out future videos, you guys will be notified about it. Also, give me a thumbs up and share this video on your social media platforms. Now, as you know, last week I had some issues with Roadrunner. In defense of Roadrunner, they did call and apologize, and most of my payroll has been fixed. So, if that's the case, and you've heard me say before that they have a lot of great people here, I still stand by that. Why'd I quit then? Well, there's been a few things. Some of them I can talk about. Some of them I've been asked to wait a couple of weeks before I talk about. But let's start with what I can talk about. Approximately 5 or 6 weeks ago, we had an issue with my IFTA. I felt like I was being overcharged, and I couldn't get a copy of the transaction to see how they arrived at the numbers they arrived at. I asked that they email it to me because I hadn't been receiving them in the mail for several months. They said, oh yeah, we'll get this fixed. Then again this month, they hit me. It was a little high, like $165. Again, I said, hey, I'm still not getting these reports. Can you just email me one? Yeah, it's a special request. Still hadn't got it. That's been several days. And so, you know, taxes are a pretty important thing when you're self-employed. And I'm having trouble getting this report. And I'm not a conspiracy theory type person. I'm not saying that they're purposefully ripping me off or anything like that. But I am saying that this information is entered by humans, and humans make mistakes, and I'd like to double check their work. And so that's been one sticking point. You've heard me mention about having 6 different payroll incidences in the past 8 weeks. Now, I'm not saying that it's the payroll department. I don't know what department it is. But on top of that, something I've never mentioned prior to now is that the payroll software they're using is primitive. And I mean like late 80s, early 90s primitive. And it doesn't mesh up well with ATBS. So I'm spending several hours at a time getting different reports and sending them to ATBS and making sure they get posted and just wasting a lot of time. And I decided that I'm tired of doing that, and I'm going to move on to other companies. But that, I'll admit, that's not my main reason for leaving. I've been pretty successful here. I'm not going to deny that. But I will say I haven't done it on my own. A lot of people have helped me. You've heard me talk about my fleet coordinator. He's been a big help. I think he's a large reason for my success here. And there's others. And what we're seeing here is a mass exodus of both drivers and people at the corporate level. And you've got to wonder why. What do they know that we don't know? And so I've got a lot of concern. I've got a lot of worry about that. And then when you couple that with taxes and payroll issues, you guys know how I get about payroll anyway. I've told you about being ripped off from a company in Denver and losing $1,800. Now, in fairness to Roadrunner, all of the errors we found, they did pay me, most of them by EFS check. They tried to do the right thing. As I said in this video, this is not a condemnation of Roadrunner. This is not a negative video about Roadrunner. I just feel like at this stage in my life, I need something a little more organized. And so I'm going to be releasing later this week what company I went to. It is a company that I have a lot of knowledge and experience about, and I'll be sharing that with y'all later this week, as well as showing you the truck I got from the other company. That's another issue. You know, you guys know that my warranty was running out on this truck. I was worried about it. The current Volvo that I had with Roadrunner was a 2016. And with the new company, I'll be looking at a newer truck under warranty, which is what I wanted. That was not, however, the reason I quit Roadrunner. And I'd like to add on top of that, that in the right circumstances, I would return to Roadrunner at a later date. Those of you guys that still have questions about Roadrunner, I'd be happy to talk to you about them. They're not a bad outfit. They've got a lot of good people working there, but they're slow to react to change. And I guess what I mean by that is like the payroll system they use is really old. They're always having phone problems, internet problems. Some of that may be COVID, who knows? But right now, companies that are having problems or issues always blame it on COVID. Who knows if that's what it is or not? But anyway, by the time you're seeing this video, I'm already in orientation for this next company, and I can't wait to give you the details on it. I'm going to take the link out of the description below that to apply at Roadrunner. If you decide you want to do that, you can contact them directly. And my email will still be down there if you guys need to email me or if you want to leave a comment. Like I said, I know some of you are not happy about this. I would ask that you keep the negative comments at least respectful. Let's not sling mud. Like I said, I still like Roadrunner. If you see me in a truck stop and you ask me, do I think Roadrunner is a good company? My answer is going to be yes. But every company has things that they need to work on, and there is no perfect company, just like there is no perfect driver or no perfect leader or anything like that. We're all flawed. We all make mistakes. But I felt like, and I've told them this is not news to them, I felt like a lot of times I was dragging them. Like I was having to play catch up, re-explain stuff several times because it goes through so many different channels. For example, if you've got a payroll issue, I mentioned payroll a minute ago, you can't just call payroll and talk to them. You got to tell your IC coordinator, and then she tells somebody, and then they tell payroll. And when I had the IFTA problem the first time, I couldn't just contact the guy that does IFTA in Indianapolis. I had to call my IC coordinator. She had to send a message to her boss. Her boss had to send a message to them. And I kept saying the whole process, why can't I just talk directly to the guy? We can fix this in 5 minutes. And eventually that ended up happening, but it was 4 or 5 days later. And so I'd like to see them streamline things a little bit and make it a little easier. And like I said a minute ago, in the right circumstances, I'd return to Roadrunner. I think they're going to be upset that I quit because they have done a lot for me and I've done a lot for them. It's been a great relationship for both of us. So I don't know if that door will ever be open for me again. But regardless of if they like me or don't like me, that doesn't change my opinion of them. I enjoyed my time there. I enjoyed the friendships I made. And I hope those can continue. We said goodbye tonight to the security guard in Dallas that we really like. And I thought she was going to break out into tears. Her and my wife became kind of good friends, and she was real friendly. I met her husband. He was a nice guy. And so there are some people we know going into this that we won't see again. I know making this video, there's going to be some people that I'll never talk to again. Some of you are going to instantly unsubscribe at the end of this video. But in the end, I have to do what's best for me and my family, because I know you'll do what's best for you and your family. So I'm going to wrap this up because I'd like to get 4 or 5 hours of sleep before orientation in the morning. This video is going to release about 8 in the morning. Like I said, I'll already be in class, so if you guys try to call me, you're probably not going to get me. But if you'll shoot me an email or a text, I'll try to answer you on the breaks and stuff as much as I can. All right, you guys have a great day. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.